Hi, hello. I want to start this video by saying that more than likely you have clicked on this video because you've watched a video of mine before, and I want to take a moment to recognize that loyalty. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your patience in this video. It's been about 6 to 7 months since I have filmed or uploaded, and I'm going to share with you what has been going on. I'm gonna get ready with you. We're gonna just sit and chat. It's a little bit sporadic, so bear with me with this video. I didn't have a script. I just had some bullet points of things that I wanted to hit that kind of like happened along the way throughout that time period. But for the most part, it's just a little bit like we are sitting together and two friends catching up. If you have any questions, or if there's anything I kind of glazed over or didn't like go into detail about that you're curious about, leave a comment down below. I will say I am way more active on Instagram. It's a little bit easier for me to get content out onto there, and I've definitely been kind of hanging out on that platform a little bit more than here on YouTube. But that doesn't mean that I'm coming away from YouTube. I love content creation. I love doing this. I want to get back into sharing tips and tricks of makeup and skincare. Skincare is my life. I mean, I'm a licensed esthetician. I definitely want to get back to that. That is my heart passion. But right now I'm in the thick of it. I'm in the mom zone. Anyways, I'm going to share with you what all has kind of kept me busy and happened to our family the past 6-7 months, and what to kind of expect from this channel moving forward. All right, and then with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, let me pull myself together a little bit. I'm giggling because I was gonna put my hair like up in a headband because I have all these hairs. Look at it. Like these hairs here, and it's almost like I'm a catfish. I don't know if you could tell in the video. You know how they have like the little whiskers? Okay, anyways. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna bring you up to date, up to speed with what all has been going on in life. A lot has happened. I don't even know if I'm gonna share all the products I'm gonna apply, but this one I will share. It's the Auric Glow Lust. I bought this, this time last year or whenever it released, and I've used it like a handful of times, and I randomly put it on the other day, and Logan's like, oh my gosh, you're glowing. You look so like radiant. Did you sleep really well last night? And I was like, oh, yes. No. No, I did not. It is the Glow Lust. Okay, anyways. So the last time you saw me was in September, if I remember correctly. And I kind of went on a bit of a hiatus. The reason being was because I was pregnant. And I was going through the first trimester at that point, and I was struggling. It was really, I will say, like just an overall generalization of, gosh, I've put off filming this because I wanted it to be like a perfect moment. I wanted to like not be breaking out and maybe tint my eyebrows or maybe dye my gray. Like I just wanted to feel like really pretty and put together when filming this life update. And I feel the negative opposite of that. So bear with me, fuzzies and dog hair. Generalization of the whole pregnancy. It was mentally and physically the most difficult one I've gone through. This was my fourth baby, fourth pregnancy, and 10 out of 10 don't recommend, you know, having Irish twins and getting pregnant within the first year after having a previous baby. I was not having a good time, and I wasn't in a really great place mentally, and physically I just felt so ill. I was nauseous all the time. Mind you, I am lucky enough to be a stay-at-home mom, so I should probably do some of my makeup while we're talking. So it's not like I had to stress about getting to work like I did this time last year with Amelia. When I was pregnant with Amelia, I was still working and like seeing clients and all that, and this was just not the case. I'm loving this foundation. I don't know if you would call it a foundation. It's the Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Serum from L'Oreal. This is my second or third bottle. I know I have another one in my trash bin, and this one's almost empty. I think I had another one though. I love this stuff. It has a little bit of coverage, and it just feels so good and comfortable on the skin. I don't know that the hyaluronic acid is doing anything. I already have like my serum, my moisturizer, and my sunscreen on, so I don't know if it's like seeping through to do anything. but nonetheless, it sits on the skin really pretty. I apologize in advance if I'm all over the place. It's mom brain. I'm excited to be sharing all of this with you, so hopefully I can get back to the storytelling. Was not feeling great at all. I ended up going to the doctor week 13, I remember, and being like, aren't I like supposed to be in the second trimester starting to feel better? And I'm feeling worse. And it just so happened that the reason I was feeling worse was because I had COVID and I hadn't noticed that yet, and I wasn't testing positive just yet. And to just generalize it even further, pretty much all of October, all of us, this whole household was here, was home, and we were all sick with COVID. The only person who didn't get it was Sophia. Even Amelia got it. I mean, we didn't test her, so it's not like 100% sure, but there was a few days where she was just down and out. She did not feel good, had a fever. I was still sick. I was the first one to get sick. And then Logan and Anthony's our 13-year-old son. He got sick. And then right towards the end, when everyone's starting to feel better, but like still feels crappy, is when Amelia got it. And we did separate. When I found out I was sick and I tested positive, I quarantined here in the room, which at the time, little sidebar, we didn't have any furniture. We had just gotten rid of and sold all of our bedroom furniture because we had picked out a set and had purchased it. So we were like, oh, we can go like a month and be like college kids and like sleep on the floor. I mean, we had our box spring and our mattress, but we had no dressers, so clothing everywhere. So this place was just a shit show, okay? And I got sick. I was quarantined in here and they would just leave me food at the door. It was almost like when I was quarantined for all my thyroid stuff. If you're curious about any of that journey, I have a whole playlist of that. But yeah, it felt weird to be so separated from them. I know by day 3, and I think that's the evening that the boys tested positive, but throughout the day, I just sat here and just like cried. And I remember sitting at the door. They finally brought me a lawn chair and I kind of sat at the doorway so I could see them into the living room, but like we weren't close. And I just like sat there and cried. I was like, I miss you guys. I hope I'm able to edit this to make it make sense. But yeah, it was extremely rough, especially when you are feeling crappy and then you have a baby, because at the time, Amelia was only 6-7 months old. So she was still little and just starting to eat like solids, and then she didn't want to eat solids because she wasn't feeling good. So pretty much all of October was a lost cause. We were all sick. And then into November is when we was finally feeling better. We were able to do Halloween. It was so cute. We had all of the kids for Halloween. And then the next day is when we started renovations on the house. The renovations were the kitchen and both of the bathrooms. So they started in the guest bathroom that's in the hall, the kids' bathroom, as we'll call it, and the kitchen. And if I'm being honest, it was the most stressful situation. There were times, because we have dogs and I have a baby that I'm trying to get on a schedule that was totally thrown off her schedule all of October, just trying to like get back to things. And here it was, which we chose to have these people come in. We just didn't, I don't think we realized how much it would affect everything across the board. There were times that they would tell me they would be here at a certain time. So I would get the dogs away. I'd have Amelia all set up and good to go. Like maybe I napped her before or I was planning a nap after, whatever. Like I coordinated my day for when they were supposed to show up, and then they wouldn't show up until like 2 days later. It was just absolute chaos. The dogs were awful. I felt so bad because I'm like carrying them and taking them in and out of the house so they can go to the bathroom and eat and get water and not be in the way of people coming in and out, because they were leaving the front door open, so there's flies everywhere and I don't want the dogs running out. And that was supposed to be a 3-week period. I didn't cut them their final check until 3 days before Christmas. So pretty much all of November and December were people coming in and out at random times in all of our intimate zones. I don't want this to come across as complaining. I'm just explaining as to, that's why I wasn't filming videos. There was people banging on walls and chiseling out tile, and I still wasn't feeling good. But a positive that happened during that period was I was able to go to Waco with my friend Stephanie and some of her friends and family. Oh my gosh, it was so fun to walk around Magnolia Market. We got to go to Magnolia Table. Oh my gosh, I will go there again sometime in my life. Absolutely delicious. It was such a wonderful experience. We went to the Dr. Pepper Museum. It was a wonderful experience, and it was weird at first because I was still exclusively breastfeeding Amelia through this time, through COVID, through my trip. So I brought a pump with me, so I had to have enough milk prepped ahead of time, and they were supposed to be done with the renovations for the whole house by the time I went on the trip. They hadn't even started on this bathroom at that point. So I was fielding calls throughout the trip, trying to answer questions and things like that, which didn't downgrade the trip. It was just to show you just how miserable the renovation process was. It was just not as smooth as we would have liked it. So I think going forward, we would definitely do a different process. And now that I've done a decent amount of renovation on a house, I think if we were to do it again, I would have that like experience under my belt, and I would know how to manage it a little bit better moving forward. So yeah, that is like the update through December. And then of course holidays, and you know I love me some Christmas and New Year's, and I just love the whole Christmas vibe. I still decorated the whole house. People coming in and out with all of their work things and chisels and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I still feel like that was such a wonderful experience for not just myself, but for everybody. It was Amelia's first Christmas, which was so exciting. I'm not good at this whole putting on makeup and talking thing. I feel like I'm just blending terribly. But it's giving me something to do and hopefully entertain you along the way. I will say this iconic London sheer blush in Daphne. I want to say this came in like an Ipsy Plus box. So pretty. It really surprises me. I just kind of do like a little like doot 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 doot. And then use a brush to kind of blend it out. Anyway, okay, so then holidays happen, la da da. My birthday happened. What did we even do for my birthday? Gosh, everything feels a little bit like a blur from January to like March. Throughout January, I think it was pretty chill. We just kind of like did stuff around the house to like reorganize, set things back up. Mind you, we still didn't have furniture. I didn't even tell you what happened with that. So we had ordered the furniture right around the time that we had sold our original set. We just wanted to refresh. I wanted a new vibe. We knew we were gonna do the bathrooms at that time. The order for our furniture got canceled, and that was with one company. Then I found this set that I really liked from a different company, and I really liked it. I went to buy it, and it was out of stock. So then I waited and waited and waited, and finally mid-January or early January, if I remember, is when it came back in stock. And this stuff is so good. It's the Makeup Revolution Highlighter Reloaded, Just My Type is what it's called. I love this so much. I just applied a lot of it. Oh well. Ooh, what is happening over here? Let's kind of smoosh that out. So we ordered this set in the middle of January, and that was supposed to come the first week of March. So we still had to wait. We went from September to March with no bedroom furniture. It was just pure chaos. We made it through. It is first world problems. All of that to say, I'm extremely grateful that we have bedroom furniture now. Like, what a difference this makes. And this dresser's mine, and Logan has his own chest of drawers over here. So we have all our stuff separate. Don't put your underwear near my underwear, or who's taking over what drawer. Mine, yours. So also in January, we went to a work dinner for Logan's company, and that was so much fun. That was like the first time we have gone out, just the two of us, in a really long time. We got to dress up and feel like all pretty and stuff like that. I actually filmed a video of me getting ready and like the prep that I put into, because I was so excited to be like out with people and be all like dolled up. But I never edited the footage. I believe I still have it all. So if that's something you'd be interested in watching, let me know. As I do want to get back into doing this. I miss doing this. I love video creating. I love sharing anecdotes and tips and tricks and skincare and makeup. February, what else happened in February? We went on our baby moon to Sedona. Oh my gosh. Sedona is just so magical. If you ever have the chance to visit, or if there's a time that you're like, I want to go on a trip, where should I go? If you could take a long weekend to Sedona and just do You don't even have to do any of the crazy hikes. You could just do a little walk in certain areas or hang out in the downtown area. The food is so good. Everyone is so nice. Other than the traffic being a pain in the butt, it is so lovely. And it's just a magical... I gotta go get her. And it's just a magical vibe. Life of a mom. My attention keeps being pulled everywhere. Our trip to Sedona was an absolute success. We even got to experience a very rare snowfall, at least that late in the season. Oh, it was just exactly what we needed, because after going through having a household sick of COVID all of October, just really stressful renovations on the house throughout November and December, aside from my girls trip, that was really great. We had like a really hectic, stressful couple of months, all while absorbing the fact that we're going to bring another human into the world, into our family. That trip away was kind of like our last little hoorah of just the two of us. Oh, it was, yeah, okay, moving on. That was great. Heading into March, just to I'm just giving you bullet points and recaps of like everything. But going into March, we had a diaper shower here at the house. So because we didn't get to have a baby shower for Amelia, just because there was just guidelines and things like that at the time, we thought it would be so fun to have some friends over to the house as a diaper party. You just bring diapers. We were gonna have beer and snacks, and it was an amazing day. My daughter Sophia, she's 11, she helped me do these gorgeous balloon decor pieces all around the house. Logan's mom came and manned the kitchen and helped with like getting snacks and replenishing things. I thought it was a success. We had so much fun. I know I had a lot of fun. A little stressful prepping and getting ready leading up to it, but what party isn't? We kind of had a week of chill, of just like reorganizing, making sure that bedroom was good to go in the nursery, getting all, again, any last pieces of any of my work stuff or computer or camera equipment, any of that out, and making it like a baby safe zone. And because by then Amelia was about to turn 1, so she's starting to like get into stuff. I mean, she's been crawling since September, maybe even August, and getting into everything. So most of the zones around the house are pretty baby safe, but I wanted a totally yes zone there. I heard Christy from Raw Beauty, Christy say like she wanted like a yes zone for her son. And I was like, that's so genius, because you say no everywhere else every once in a while because they'll like get into something. And I wanted their bedroom, I like to call it the nursery, it makes me feel like old school, but into the nursery to be a total yes zone. Anyways, so that's what we worked on that week. And then the next thing you know, I'm having a baby. She wasn't due until April 8th. I do want to make a totally separate video about the whole birth process and story and all of that, so I won't get into too much detail, but I will tell you it happened so fast, unexpected. Little Munchkin has been unexpected from day 1 till she was born. She's keeping me on my toes. I'm gonna need a lot of margaritas to handle this one. No, she has been so absolutely amazing. She's the most perfect baby anybody could ask for. Aside from Amelia, she was an amazing baby too. For some reason, I mean, Elena just seems to be like the next level of like super awesome baby. Yeah, sure, it's rough. Sure, there's moments that I'm like, what are we doing? What am I doing? Who am I? Why did I walk into this room? Like everybody does that, but I genuinely, like, I will walk somewhere and not know if I'm awake or dreaming. Like we're still in that adjustment phase of babyhoodness, newbornness. That pretty much brings you up to speed to where we are. I'm sure I'm glazing over some stuff that I'm more than happy to answer questions about, or maybe make a separate video. Like I mentioned, like I'm gonna do a birth video. Hopefully that's the plan. I don't know what to tell you to expect from my channel moving forward. I absolutely want to continue making content. I totally want to get back into skincare and sharing tips and tricks and getting back into my passion, which is the beauty world and makeup and playing with new things. In the process of getting all of my stuff out of the old office and turning it into the nursery, I have gotten rid of about 98% of my makeup and skincare, and I just needed to start fresh. A lot of it was sitting there through the pregnancy. Either I wasn't both of the pregnancies. I mean, I was pretty much pregnant, not pretty much, I was pregnant 20 of the last 18 months. Let that sink in for a second. 20 of the last 18. That is insane. I am having a harder time now feeling more normal in postpartum, both in my like abdomen and insides, but also mentally. I've been having a bit of a struggle. What I would like to see is, as I get into a little bit more of a schedule, into a routine, I'm gonna put it out there in the universe. I would really love to start doing morning yoga for myself, even if it's just 15, 30 minutes, whatever I can sneak in, maybe while the girls are eating breakfast so they could be out in the living room with me, or maybe, I'm even talking this out to myself as I'm sharing it with you. What do I want my life to look like? That's something I've been struggling with, especially immediately postpartum, is like, who am I? I feel like all I am is a mom right now. And that's okay, because I understand the season of life I'm in, but I've never been the person to be just a mom. I didn't want to fall into the pit hole of being that's all I do. I have passions and I have other things that I like to enjoy that I've pushed to the back burner, and I need to focus a little bit more on me. So I would like to see a morning yoga session happening a couple times a week at least. From there, I would like to see myself filming at least one video a week, and getting one up. Maybe having like a week, I'll be a week behind so I have time to edit and not feel stressed out, or feel like I'm on some sort of demand. Like if I film it on a Monday, it's got to be edited on Tuesday because it's got to go up on Wednesday. Maybe giving myself a little leeway and being like a week behind. I think this mascara is pretty much dead. I do really like it. It's the Kush mascara from Milk. Yeah, it's pretty dry. Dang it. I've been using this for a good while though. I think this went to Waco with me. Mascara is not perfect, but you know, it's fine. I'm not even going anywhere today. This is more just for me. I usually don't spend this much time. Usually the same products, but not this much length of time. Anyways, that is what's been going on the last 6-7 months. I appreciate your patience. I'll say that again. Thank you so much for your loyalty and being here. And if you've watched it to this point, then like, how are we not best friends? Gosh, it felt really good to like, I don't know, just sit here and talk and get it all out and share what's been going on so we can move forward. As I mentioned, I have filmed some little random videos in the in-between time, just never put them together. I don't know if it's worth it to even go back and look at that, like put those together. I don't know, I'll see. I am really excited for what the future holds. We have a couple of big projects coming up that I'll share with you here shortly. And if I didn't mention so already, I am definitely more active on Instagram. I hear the baby, she's been kind of going on and off whining. Probably time to feed, so I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for being here with me. I look forward to filming a video again very soon. I'm like fumbling over my words. I'm so excited. I appreciate your loyalty, your patience. Those of you that have commented and checked in on myself and my family, thank you so much. I feel like there's so much more to share and elaborate on. That'll have to be for another time. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.